We all know about social problems that had an impact in some countries, states, or groups. But we felt like all of us were ignoring one of the major problems nowadays, one that has been damaging not just our home, but basically the entire life. The most annoying part? We are causing it. We know it's been a problem that have had an important impact in our city. But in order to make a properly investigation, we decided to start by inquiring more about the actions we do in our daily life. And what a better place to begin our research than the place we spend more time on, our high school. So first, our investigation team did the work of gathering quantitative data that could help us in our research.
In order to check results, we checked the maquinitas and we found that they sell approximately 488 products per máquina, and weekly they sell around 2,900 products weekly. Qué amable, gracias.
Muy bien.
Since we know Tech Millennium has approximately 478 students and also approximately 50 teachers, we can begin with our research.
So, if we take the amount of garbage just produced by the dispenser machines and include the garbage that each person produces in campus, we can conclude that's a lot of trash. But why we, the young generation, are so apathic with this topic? Well, in order to get more information about the problem causes, I decided to interview the person with the most knowledge in the field I've ever met, Professor Barbara. So, as a teacher, what are the reasons you find students to be irresponsible with trash, leaving wrappings thrown anywhere and not separating the garbage properly?
I think young people, because you don't specify which type of students or what age, but young people, because I suppose you're talking about them, live at the day. What today is important to me, it's what I will do. They need instant satisfaction, a like, emoji, something that makes them feel happy at that moment. So they don't think about the consequences of maybe the image that they uploaded in order to get that reaction. So do you think they're going to care about the consequences of throwing a wrapper, plastic bottle, straw, or something in the ground? Of course not, because they don't care about tomorrow. They don't care about 1 hour from right now. They care about the right now, the instant satisfaction of the moment. And they don't realize that by not caring, they're destroying precisely their future. Because it's not something like they're not going to be affected by it. They will be affected by it maybe in 1 year, 10 years, 50 years. But let's be real. With science right now in medicine, you guys are going to be able to live up to 150. So, I mean, do the math. You have to take care.
Okay, so the next question is, what do you think the measures taken to eliminate polluting packaging on campus like plastics are unsuccessful?
Again, conformity, commodity, and satisfaction of the moment. It's easier to go to the store and buy a bottle of water than carry around your thermos. Oh, but you don't have bottles of water, and you get pissed because they don't have them. But if you analyze it, it's cheaper if you have your thermos because you just fill it out in the water things that they have, I don't know, dispensers, water dispensers. You don't have to buy the bottled water. You have to spend money. You can even have a personalized thermos and they look so cool. I mean, I personally have a Chewbacca thermos that is hairy and makes sounds and everybody's like, oh, that's so cool. Well, buy one, use it. Measures are not successful because they don't care. They don't see the bigger picture. They don't see the impact that one water bottle has in the whole world. And it's because of instant gratification. The fact that I'm thirsty right now. I don't have a thermos. I don't want to go and fill it up. I want to buy the freaking bottle.
Okay, so what solutions would you propose to motivate young people to be more aware about the problem that this causes so that they take actions for the benefit of the environment?
I think they have to start looking outside their bubble. What I do with my students personally, I'm always real with them. I don't lie. I don't try and sugarcoat information. I'm very direct. When they ask a question, I answer. And I think that is important, communication. They don't care because they don't know. They don't care because they don't see. And the people in charge of making sure that they see is us, grown-ups, parents, teachers, people that they trust. Because normally they follow example. And if in their homes nobody's giving them a green example, for calling it somehow, they're not going to have this green thought. So maybe, just maybe, I can influence one of my 120 students per tetra. But that one is gonna replicate that information with their family, with their friends, and you start making that connection. That's why for me it's very, very important for them to understand that, for example, an ecology subject is not just a filling up subject. It's more than that. It's life-changing. It's really something that can help you have a better life, a more healthy life, a happier life. Because seeing a seed grow that you planted and then that seed becoming maybe a flower or a fruit plant or something and giving you the fruit or the beautiful flower makes you so happy. And it takes time. It's not something that can give you an instant satisfaction. But we don't appreciate the meaning of time. We think that everything has to be fast. But love takes time. Knowledge takes time. Growing takes time. It's not like you are born and suddenly you're 35. It doesn't happen that way. So time is essential. And once we adults teach you young people to appreciate and value time, you will understand that what you do today has an effect tomorrow.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And she's right, but we needed more information.
I'm going to introduce you an interview with a forestry engineer who is going to talk us about the social consequences.
Okay, in which aspect does the trash affect society?
Let me ask you a question back. Is your room dirty? Your bedroom, where you dream and sleep and do your homework and spend most of your alone time, is it dirty?
Well, yesterday I found a cockroach in my floor, but right now it's clean.
Okay, the cockroaches live everywhere, so it's not actually like, oh, it's dirty. But you clean it. Why do you clean it? You feel good there?
Yeah.
Now,
When it's clean.
well, of course, because you feel bad when it's dirty.
Yes.
Okay, so how does trash affect society? Does your mood change when your room is dirty?
Yeah.
Of course. So what happens? We live in a society that is full of stress, that is full of negative stuff. We have works, jobs, diseases, health problems, cars, and all of that stuff. So what can we do to prevent making that an extra thing? Keep our communities clean. If we were more ordered in whatever thing we do, if we were more conscious of what we do, where we throw things, where we dispose stuff, things would be better. We get stressed when it's raining because the sewage doesn't work, so everything is flooded. But the flood is there because, well, first of all of the pavement, but an extra is all the trash that we throw. And we get more stressed, there's more accidents, it can even become life-threatening. So it's not just if it looks good or it looks bad. It can become life-threatening. Accidents, pollution. Right now there's this river in India that it's very polluted of chemical waste, and people find this river a religious place, and they go and worship there, and they get into the water, and the water is so polluted that it started lathering. Lathering is when foam it is done by, like, for example, when you bathe yourself with a soap, the foam of the soap in your skin is called lathering.
Oh.
So there's a lot of foam, and the foam level is increasing like 2-3 meters over the people, and it's super toxic. So it's life-threatening. It's not only if it looks good, if it looks bad, if it kills plants, it kills animals. Most people don't care about that, even though they're living things. It's life-threatening also to us because we are living beings. So more stress, more diseases, more deaths, more accidents, and it's a cycle.
So we're talking about the deaths and toxicity and stress. So what if all the people that go to the supermarkets use reusable bags? Would there be a considerable change in the environment?
Of course, we don't notice because we love to be blind to things. We don't see over our noses. But reality is, plastic is everywhere. Plastic is what creates our flooding. Plastic kills a bunch of birds, fish, mammals, reptiles, amphibians. It kills a lot of things. And it's one of the most polluting contaminants that we have because it doesn't disappear. It stays there, like for thousands of years. Animals are eating it, so they are dying. A new type of rock is being created by our planet that includes plastic. Certain unicellular living beings are changing their diet to eat plastic. Things are evolving to adapt to something that we did, something that we invented, because plastic didn't exist naturally. We did it. And now our planet has to adapt. Survival of the fittest. Adapt or die. The thing is that our velocity of reproduction doesn't allow us as humans to evolve as fast as we are killing the planet. So eventually, plastic will outlive us, and the planet will outlive us, but we ain't gonna be there. So if we at least use reusable bags when we go to the supermarket, believe me, there will be a considerable change.
Okay, so at the end, the last question. Do you think that if the government puts more trash cans in some public places, people would use them appropriately? Yes, no, and why?
The thing about just putting things is that we are a society that doesn't read. And not because we don't know how to, but because we don't want to. There are a lot of trash cans that are signaled like, oh, organic, inorganic, recyclable, stuff like that. People don't use them correctly. Come on, you see it here at school. They even made it easier for us to see those trash cans because now there's only two types, like recyclable and non-recyclable, and still we don't use them. It's sad because it's something that has to do with education. It's something that has to do with moral, with ethics, with personal concern about things. We need to pay attention. I'm gonna sound like repetitive, you know. You need to be mindful of what you do. We do things in automatic, and we should stop doing that. We throw trash into trash cans automatically when we throw them in the trash, because normally we just throw it anywhere. But if we start being more mindful of what we're doing and pay more attention of what we're doing, we can actually see the signs that there's organic, inorganic, PET, aluminum, cardboard, depends. And there's a bunch of public places that have this type of garbage that separate the trash, but people don't use them because we do it in automatic. We need to start being more conscious of what we're doing. And if we manage to achieve that, yes, of course, people will use them appropriately. But it's something that has to do with more than putting a bunch of trash cans. They can put like 1,000 trash cans one besides each other, and still, if we don't look at what we're doing and pay attention at what we're doing, we're not gonna use them correctly.
Okay, well, thank you
You're welcome.
for being here with us.
So with the obtained information, we arrived to some proposals.
The solutions proposed to this issue are something that we do in our supermarket shopping is that we use plastic bags to put the food on it, and as a matter of fact, plastic is a nightmare for Earth. We have been struggling with this material for a long time. Using the R that stands for reducing, we will be able to, one little step to another, liberate our planet and our environment from the plastics that take over 150 years to decompose. Everything can be reused. There is no need to put everything in the trash if you do not think about the next question. Can it be useful for someone or something else? If you are buying a lot of plastic wrap products, try to find some that are in recipients like glass. Those can be reused and you are not creating more waste that lead to contamination. Change plastic bottles for thermos and reusable water bottles. Due to the fact that more waste is created when you finish the content of the plastic bottle and throw it to the trash, we need to find a way to get rid of the plastics from our lives without creating more waste.
In this investigation, we use the participant observation, where we go around the campus and we ask to the people things about it. We also make interviews to specialists to know more about the topic.
Well, hi, I'm going to...
And the team investigation to give ideas to all the team.
Change.
The plastics. Be fantastic.
Save. The world.
Don't stay.
Indoors.
Well, hi, I'm going to...
Dos, tres, ya.
In order to check results, sí, ahora bien, y se ríe.